I initially missed. And then you can just push your pawn all the way to c3. After you do that, it's basically completely winning. Quite surprising that his opponent resigned, but it was inevitable. This was going to be a loss. So we have still some game on board number 5, but this one seems to be a complete draw. Um, let's have a quick look, and then we will do the summary of this section. Board number 5, International Master Georg Sell taking on Michele Godina. The gentlemen there are in a rook hand game. Michele Godina in huge time trouble, but this should be okay for him. Now, how should white proceed? It is white to move. It looks completely drawish, but let's maybe ask ourselves this question: what should white do here? Maybe h5 is just enough.
Can we go rook g4?
I don't know what it does because I can go king b3, right?
That is true, yes. What about rook g1 then? Does it help? No, not
rook
really.
takes h4. Maybe you're
no.
risking a little
I
bit.
thought. You know what I thought, that if king is here, then we have some draws, but you of course will go back to c5. Sorry. Yeah, so maybe h5 simply, or.
Oh, that's a trap, right? Because h5, if rook h4, then rook g4.
Yeah, and especially if it's a good example how we shouldn't follow the rules blindly, because one of the most important rule in the rook endgames is that you should have your rook behind the passed pawn. So it's a move that just very intuitively comes to mind. But rook g4 then forces the rook exchange, and those two pawns are going to decide the game. They will, right? King a3? Yes, I guess they should.
Absolutely, yes.
Started doubting, but they will. So I guess, Oscar, for me, it seems like this is a position now. For me, it seems like it should be rather straightforward draw. What are the tricks in this position?
Well, h5, rook c3 can still be played, but then I guess you would just go king d2, and after rook takes h3, the most easy move for the white side, if you want to avoid any risk, is simply going king c2, because that just guarantees a draw. If black takes on h5, you can go to the passive defense, or you can choose the Philidor defense. I think no chance for either side in our starting position.